evening and welcome, a very, very big warm welcome to my show, Modern Mystic Radio. You're listening to Ask One Radio, the world's #1 psychic radio network. Now, a little bit about me. My name is Sarah. I'm working as a psychic, have been for the last 26 years. So I work as a psychic medium and clairvoyant. I also use a lot of tools as well. I'm a bit known for my tools. I work on psychic TV in the UK, and you can also get hold of me via my website, which is modern-mystic.co.uk. Right, so a little bit about my tools. So today I'm working with my Psy cards, which I have here for the benefit of the video, which is just here. Also have my crystals with me, my other cards as well. I like to work with the rune stones too. Whole variety of different things that I use to hopefully tune into your energy really, really well. I'll be taking 2 calls tonight. So if you want to be one of those callers, you know the numbers to dial, so get dialing. Right, so today I want to talk a little bit about soulmates and twin flames and soul connection. What I can do is look at your soul connections, go in quite deep and actually see whether you've got a soul connection coming in, for number one. And if you do, maybe you're having problems with that soul connection, I can have a look and see what's going on with it. You know, what is the lesson there? How can you move things along? So firstly, let's talk about soulmates and twin flames. So soulmates, the whole concept of soulmates, there's a little bit of confusion about it. People don't really understand the difference between what a soulmate is and what a twin flame is. So a soulmate is someone that you have a very, very deep soul connection with. That can be a lover, it can be a partner, it can also be a best friend, it can even be a family pet. So it's somebody that you have and share that deep soul resonance with. Now, a twin flame is a little bit different here. This is your soul partner. This is the person, your other half, who you are supposed to be. Quite often we will meet various soulmates on our path towards our twin flame. Now, how do you tell? How do you tell if the person you've met is a soulmate or a twin flame? Well, let's just go through with, a standard soul connection. What does that feel like? Now, you can't really mistake it. There is an energy exchange when you meet that person. So various things will happen to you as a result of that soul connection. So number one, you will feel just unbelievable emotion for that person and you will feel absolutely complete. There will be a sense of absolute love and joy with that person. Now, another thing that will happen is it will get into your subconscious. So what you'll find here is that you'll be dreaming a lot of that person, etc., etc. Sometimes you'll even dream of that person before they enter into your life, which is always quite a bit eerie, to be honest with you. And also with that, you do have almost like a raising of the vibration as well. So you will sense and you will feel a difference in yourself. Now, with a twin flame connection, it's you still get that connection, but it's like amplified. It's off the scale. You will know absolutely when you meet your twin flame. Now, what I've heard from a lot of people as I've been working, this is one of my main areas of work, is that you kind of have signs from the universe as well. So, you may see their name plastered all over the place, or songs that, really connect you with that person. But look out for those signs as well. And also another thing that I've noticed is just before a big soulmate or twin flame connection comes in, is that your vibration starts to change and you start to magnetize. And, when I say magnetize, it's like you're attracting all this attention from all these different people, half the time people that you don't really want attention from. But that's another indication you're about to meet a big soul connection in your life. So, right, I'm going to be, like I said, taking 2 calls, and I'm just going to wait for the first one to come through. But let's talk a little bit more about soulmates and twin flames, because over the last couple of years, one of the things that I have noticed is that we as, humanity have been going through what I've termed as the soulmate crisis. Now, the soulmate crisis is where you have these great, fantastic connections, but all of a sudden they start going wrong. I've noticed a lot of soul connections parting and almost like breaking and fracturing under this really quite difficult and challenging energy. The plus side is that we're coming out of that phase now, and what's happening is that we're either getting back together with that soul connection, or it's actually disintegrating and kind of falling apart here. Now that, from my experience, is really, really challenging for a person. So if you've got that soul connection, you've had that soul connection, and then all of a sudden it doesn't work, it can be like you're going through a grieving process. And that can be very, very challenging. It's a big area that I work in at the moment in terms of trying to get people through that very, very difficult energy. Now, like I said, got 2 callers tonight. I have my first one here, and I have Jan from Albany in New York. Hello, Jan. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. You're through to Sarah. Right. Do you have a question for me tonight?
I was wondering if I have a message from my grandmother.
Right, okay, let's just sort of tune into your energy here. Right, okay. I'm going to shuffle some cards for you as well. And let's just see what I have with this. Okay. Right, with her energy. Right, let's just see what I have. Okay. Right, so I'm just tuning into her energy, and I feel like I've really got a strong energy here with me. I do get a sense of not everything being expressed or said towards the end here of her life. I don't know whether that's from your side or whether that's from her side. Were you there in time for her passing, or did you is that something that you missed? Because I feel here that's an area that is really, I want to say, challenging in your connection here with your grandmother. Does that make sense?
Correct.
Yeah. I'm also getting here a strong element here of the summer energy. So I don't know whether you've got an anniversary or some sort of significant time here within the summer to do with her.
I'm not too sure. I'm not sure.
Okay, take that. It may even be something to do with you coming up for this summer that's going to be particularly good. Now, I will also want to say here, in terms of her energy, I get a huge amount of, I want to say, heartfelt love and emotion. So I feel like she's now telling me that you've been going through quite a difficult time over the last 2 years. Is that right?
Yes.
And I feel very much that she has been trying, really, really trying to kind of send you that positivity, and I feel here that's one of the things that you kind of miss around her. I feel like she was very good at making you feel better. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And this is what I feel she's been trying to do for you over the last couple of years. Now, I also feel here she's bringing my attention to your dream world. So I don't know whether you have you had dreams of your grandmother since she's passed?
Yes.
You have. I want to say here, it's almost like she's highlighting this for me, really saying that whatever you have experienced or you felt that you've experienced, forget about the sort of like nonsense that comes in with dreams as well. There's sort of like the story, but I feel very much that was her way of connecting with you to let you know that she's still very much around you.
Okay.
She's also giving me, and she's showing me a ring here, and I don't know whether that's something that you have. Do you have any of her rings at all? Do you have a piece of her jewellery?
Yes, a ring.
You do. You have a ring, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Is that something that you wear? Because I feel very much that when you hold that, or when you're wearing it perhaps on a necklace or something, that it's a way of you directly connecting with her energy.
Yep, I still wear it.
Sorry, can you repeat that for me?
I said, yep, I still wear it.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. She wants to thank you for everything, absolutely everything that you kind of gave to her, because I feel very much that you were. I don't feel here that she. It seems like she had quite a difficult. I want to say quite a challenging life, and I feel very much that you were pretty much the light of her life, and I feel that she wants to. I want to say remind you very much that she's still with you. I do get a huge sense of peace with her as well, but the overwhelming feeling that I'm getting with her as I tune into her energy is that sense of, I want to say unconditional love, motherly love coming through here.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else that you would like to ask?
Do you feel anything with my mother?
Is Mum still here?
Yes.
Okay, let me just have a look here. Okay, so I feel like there's a lot of communication going backwards and forwards here with your mum. And has she been going through difficulties this year or over the last 12 months?
Yes.
Because I feel like she's going. I want to say the message really is that she's going to be okay. Okay. There is, like I said, there is a lot of communication going backwards and forwards, and what I feel here, it's almost like you feel like you need to really keep. I want to say keep in touch, keep tabs with her. She's not. She sometimes doesn't tell you everything that's going on. Is that right?
Right.
Yeah, I feel like she can be a little bit. It's like trying to get trying to prize information from her. But I do feel ultimately that she will be okay. She's made of really, really strong stuff. Now, is grandmother on mother's side?
Okay.
Is your grandmother on your mother's side? Is that
Yes.
who you originally asked about? Yeah, because I feel very much that she wants to step forward to say that she's giving energy and support to your mum as well. Okay, so I feel like I've got that link there with me, but I also feel here that as things ease up around your mum, I feel very much that your life is going to start to change positively. And the message that I'm getting here is that you are encouraged. I want to say encouraged to start. You're going to be given the opportunity to start concentrating upon you this year. Does that make sense?
Oh,
Hello?
are you there?
Yeah. Did you hear what I last said? Did you hear my last sentence?
Yes.
Yeah. So you will be moving forward this year in your life. I get opportunities or new opportunities coming your way, which I feel are going to be quite important. But I also feel here there's an element of almost like being blessed by grandmother's energy here as well. She's also showing me a dove of peace here. So to me, I feel here a lot of your worries, a lot of your concerns that have been kind of plaguing you over the last couple of years are going to start to lift here for you and for your mum as well.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to ask?
What about relationships?
Relationships. Okay, let's just have a look. I'm just going to shuffle the cards again for you, and let's just see what we have. Okay. I get transition and change around relationships for you. Are you in a relationship at the moment?
Yes, I am in a relationship.
Okay. What I want to say here, there is an element of, I want to say negotiation and compromise and discussing, but I feel like relationships for you for this year are actually very, very well aspected. I've got that as my central card here. I also feel I want to bring your attention to the month of September, as that I feel is going to be significant for you within your relationship. But I actually feel here around your partner that, again, there has been a little bit of a disconnection or a little bit of a challenge here going on. But I feel like I've got that as we progress through into the year. particularly sort of late spring, early summer, I feel like things are improving there. But I feel like I've got a big thing, a big celebration or something good happening for you in the month of September. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Have a good night.
And you, take care. And off she goes. Now I'm going to go straight to my next caller, and we have Dakala from Cleveland, Ohio. Hello, Dakala.
Hi.
Hiya, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Do you have a question for me tonight?
I'm wondering, okay, I have stuff that I'm supposed to be doing this year. And so far I feel like I'm off task. And I'm wondering, is there some way that, I don't know, do you see me as being off my path for my goals that I'm trying to accomplish? I'm trying to move out of state and just get everything together.
Right, okay, let's have a look. Right, okay, so firstly, as I tune into your energy, I feel like, I know what you said that you were off path, but I actually feel here that you've had setbacks as well. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Let's just have a look. Because what I'm getting here with this is even though you feel that things have not worked out as you would like yet, I do feel here that I want to say there's a definite change within the home energy for you. So I do feel that you are going to get that move that you desire. But I also feel here I'm getting drawn towards the element and sense of timing here with you. I want to say here anything really over the spring months, March, April and May, I feel I've got a bit of an improvement. Then I feel that you're going to be able to start moving forward in your life. I also feel here, and what I'm being told by my guides, is that even though you feel like you are off track, I don't feel that you are. I don't feel that you are. I feel like what we've got here is almost like a sense of divine timing coming into play here. And I feel that when you get through it, how can I put it? When you get through it and get to the other side of it and you look back, you will be able to understand why those setbacks have taken place. I want to say here, you're beginning to doubt yourself whether that new start is ever going to happen. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. And I just feel, I don't feel like you're doing anything wrong in your situation. Does that make sense? I feel like you've just been, I don't really like using the word unlucky, but I just feel like that's how it's been feeling, is that whatever you've been doing, you just can't move forward. However, I see the energy of that changing completely. Everything that you kind of got in your mind and what you're trying to manifest for yourself, I do feel is coming to you. I feel like for that to happen last year would have been the wrong timing for you. However, this year you're coming into what I feel is great timing. I'm very drawn also towards your birth month. So what month were you born in?
March.
March, okay. So that's when I feel, which is next month now, that's what I feel, and when I feel things are going to start to shift and change for you. So it's almost like use this month that we've got left, the month of February, to start gearing yourself back up again. Start making those plans and those dreams all over again, because now is the time where you can manifest them from March onwards. Like I said, my originally I was going between March, April, May. Those I feel are your power months. I also feel here that, are you thinking of changing your job or career as well? Is that what you're hoping to do too?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go back to school for nursing.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
I said I'm trying to go back to school for nursing.
Okay. For nursing, I feel, I mean, I do get study around you, and I feel here that you will get the place that you want, okay? And I also feel here that's absolutely the right pathway for you to be making. So don't lose faith and don't lose hope in achieving that. I feel this year is where you're going to start to see all of these things happening for you. And I also want to say, by the time we get to July, August time, that I want to say most of the things that you've been hoping for and planning for over the last year or so would have already happened here for you. So you are being looked after. You are being very much guided by the universe. It's just that the timing hasn't been, I want to say, particularly great for you over the past 12 months. But the next 12 months are incredibly important for you.
Okay. And as far as I actually, I don't know, is any love coming around too? Along with this pathway that's so positive?
And love.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's have a look for you. And let's just see what we have. Okay. Right. Let's see. Right, you do have love coming in for you. See, as I'm sort of like looking at your energy, what I'm feeling here is when you start on this new pathway, because what you're looking at really is almost like recreating your life. This is what you're hoping to do. Like I said, it's a fresh start in everything, and that does include love. I feel like love is on that pathway, that new pathway for you. It isn't where you are at the moment. What you're doing at the moment isn't quite right for you, doesn't match you. However, as you go into the new work area, this is where I feel I've got that new love coming in. I do really, really like the energy of the person that I've got coming in for you. This, to me, is going to, the attraction and the connection between the two of you, I feel, is going to be off the scale, absolutely off the scale. I'm also getting with him like an overseas kind of link here. So they would either, be from overseas, travel a lot, or have family overseas, but there is a very, very strong overseas or travel connection with them. Now, let's just see what I see. I feel here this is somebody that you actually get to know either during your study or maybe from some of the practical elements. But this is, I feel like when you are in your pathway, maybe even with the house move that we're looking at. So once you change your location, that's where I feel like this new love energy will come in. I don't feel here that you need to do anything in terms of specifically to attract that in. I don't feel like there's anywhere that you need to go. But what I will say here, and what I'm kind of getting from my guides, is that this is going to be the way in which it comes in is not through online or anything like that. This is going to be to do with when you move or when you start studying or start working. It'll be the connections and the friendships that you make during those changes that bring that relationship in for you. So there's going to be some sort of other connection coming in. So it's like, if I just describe kind of what I feel here, it's like whoever you meet on a friendship level will either introduce you to the person that I've got for you, or you'll be out socializing with your new group of friends, and that's how you meet them. Okay?
Okay.
Are you happy with that?
I am. I don't know, I'm going through a heartbreak right now, so I'm kind of just, I'm still in disbelief about it, so.
I do feel here, I do feel that, that what that loss actually is not going to be as bad as you envisage it to be. And whoever we've got coming in for you, I feel will outshine whoever you were with. Okay? Right, so I'm going to have to go. It's nearly the end of the show, thank you for coming through to me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. And that's it. We're almost at the end of my show. It's gone so quickly. So I want to thank you for listening to me. I'll be here at the same time next week. And if you want to get hold of me in the meantime, my website is www.modern-mystic.co.uk. And I'm going to wish you a lovely evening and a lovely week ahead. Bye for now.